Were there any hiccups along the way though,
Oh yeah.
Vince, that that
Yeah.
that you could kind of elaborate on, and then kind of how Modernize handled that?
Yeah. And I think that, were there hiccups? Absolutely. Were we, Premier or ARS, like, were we on the client side responsible for half of them? Absolutely. And I think the disconnect between the client and, vendor relationship comes down to, like, well, whose fault is this? It's like, well, it's probably a little bit of shared blame. So I'll give you an example. If we were running a campaign with, Chris and his team, and we were seeing a low, whatever metric you want to pick it, whether it's a low, appointment to lead, or lead to appointment ratio, or sell through, or whatever it may be, you could throw in the towel and be like, well, bad source, unplug it, try something different. Or you can say, no, I've seen this work at two different companies before. I know it's going to work again. There's something we need to tweak on our side. And it's either we're not providing the right amount of data back to them and being open and sharing that, or we're not asking the hard questions that we need to ask. So to give a specific example, there's new ones every day. It's like, I always say, it's more like trading stocks than it is, marketing and like traditional madmen writing of ads. Like, Chris is a stockbroker for us, and is helping us, find stocks that are undervalued, and we're going to continuously, bet on those. And is everyone going to win? Absolutely not. But I think it's about, being patient and knowing that it takes a bit of a test period before you get through and ultimately are able to scale. And then guess what? As soon as you scale, you've got to test again. So it always is going to go like this. It's going to go up and down. And the whole idea here is, when you get to the bottom, have the conversations and ask the hard questions of, well, what if we did this? What if we did this? Because one of those questions is eventually going to lead you to a breakthrough. I can't tell you how many times I'd have a conversation with somebody like Chris, or somebody, one of Chris's peers in the industry, and I'll say something, and they'll go, if I had known that 3 weeks ago, we could have fixed this, no problem. Like, why didn't you say that? And I'm like, well, I didn't know I had to say that, And so I would say that it's communication. Chris, I don't know if you would like agree or disagree, but it's like that constant flow of communication, and making sure that, your goals are aligned. You're just being transparent with each other.
Well, first of all, wouldn't it be amazing if everybody had that mindset, Chris? You'd be like,
Oh,
you
man.
wouldn't need a customer success team or anything like that. But you said a lot of amazing things. We could end the show right here. And I think everything that you just said, how you just summarized the mindset, if people took that, not just with partners like Modernize, but with their business all together, they would be, that's a recipe for success. That's probably why you guys have hit your annual target 5 months early.